Then eventually we'll get to the 5-ball level. Of course, you can do 5 balls solid by now. You can do 5 balls for 400 catches, okay? Just to make sure that you're not going to encounter too much trouble learning this trick, because if you waste time on something that you cannot do and you cannot really practice properly, that's just wasting time while you're not learning the thing you should have known from before at the same time. So you're both wasting time and wasting time at the same time. So the first exercise with 5 balls is to do a 6-4 in the 5-ball pattern, like this. You do 5, you throw 6-4, and you drop. So you do 5, you do a 6-4, and you stop. So now that you can do a 6-4 like this and stop, given that you can do 5 balls solid, you should quite easily be able to do a 6-4 and go back into 5 balls, which is going to look like this. Now just remember that with a 6-4-5, it's not as with the 6-4-2 that the first ball coming down is the 4. It's going to be a 5 that was thrown before the 6-4. So with the 6-4 and back into 5, don't think too much about when to throw what when what lands. Just do a 6-4 and back into 5 balls. Amazing. And when you've gotten to this point, you're probably extremely proud of yourself and you think, now I can do 6-4-5. But no, we're not going to do 6-4-5 just yet. You need to be able to do the 6-4 from your left as well, or your right, depending on which side you did it from first, depending probably on whether you're left-handed or right-handed. Now for me, it's much harder to aim well with my left hand than with my right hand. So if I'm going to do, say, a 9-4-4-4-4 from my left, starting that pattern from my left, I'd rather start it with an outside throw for the 9, because then I'm placing it in an arc that doesn't interfere with the ones the 5s have. But if I'm placing it here on the inside, it might interfere. So the first time you're going to do 6-4-5 from your left, starting from your left, if that's your weak hand, maybe you should consider trying to make it an outside throw. So that's that. Work on 6-4 from your left and from your right, both transitioning back into 5. So that's from the right and from the left. I have to admit the left one was hard. I had to do this a few times before filming for this tutorial because I've never done that exercise. Now perhaps you're thinking, yay, I can connect the 6-4-5 to 6-4-5, but no, that's not what we've been working on. The exercises have been for 6-4, so if you connect the 6-4 to a 6-4, it's, okay, well, that's something I should practice. I never did these exercises, so bear with me. Anyway, now we're going to build from 6-4-5. So you can do a 6-4 and then a 5 back into the pattern. So go back to that and work on those 3 throws. And from the left. It's a 6-4-5-5, I think. Yeah, so once you can do 6-4-5 from both sides, try connecting 2 together. However, be prepared that this is going to be something different. Since before you were thinking 6-4-5, now it's probably going to be too much work to think 6-4-5. It's got to be in your muscle memory. So for the first few times, it's probably going to be difficult. Whoa. I've never started it from the left before, so now you can probably see we've been working on 6-4-5 or 6-4 with the 6s just as a straight up throw. Now you should be working on it as an outside throw, perhaps even going a little bit in, like a reverse pattern throw. This is to help your pattern get a little wider so that you got more space for your throws. It's also going to look prettier and you'll have less chance of collision. Now, if you're one of those people that want to know when to throw, when to catch what, when what lands or was thrown from where, it's so that your 6s are going to be going like this Since this is a 3-period site swap, and 6 divided by 3 is 2, there will be 2 balls that don't leave their position. And since this is a 3-period site swap and 4 plus 5 equals 9 divided by 3 is 3, there will be 3 balls that don't leave their positions. So 2 balls that are always 6s and 3 balls that change between being 4s and 5s. The 6s never become 4s or 5s, and the 4s or 5s never become 6s. So if you watch this in slow motion, you'll see the 6s go like this. They don't leave their positions. And I'm also always catching a 5 when throwing a 5, and throwing a 5 when catching a 5, meaning that when I'm throwing a 6, I'm catching a 4, and when I'm throwing a 4, I'm catching a 6. So that's the 645 tutorial. Good luck with that.